New York City, a BC Studios, the atmosphere on set was tense from the moment Karoline Leavitt entered the room. She wasn't there to talk policy. She wasn't there to banter about headlines. She was there to deliver a reckoning, and she wasn't leaving until it was heard. Just hours earlier, clips had gone viral from The View's morning broadcast, where Behar and Sunny Hostin had made what many called callous and deeply offensive remarks following the news of Pope Francis passing. Well, Joy quipped, "At least now we know the Vatican has a job opening. Should we send in AR some?" Laughter. Applause. And one of them was Karoline Leavitt. The confrontation that stopped the show.As Karoline took her seat as a guest later that day. She cut straight through the scripted intro. "Before we talk politics, I need to say something, not as a Republican, not as a public figure, but as a human being." The hosts tried to redirect, but Karoline wasn't playing their game. "I watched this morning's broadcast, and I have to be honest, what I saw was disgraceful. You mocked the death of one of the most beloved spiritual leaders in the world. You laughed while millions mourned. That wasn't humor. That was cruelty disguised as commentary." The studio went silent. Audience members looked stunned. Even Whoopi Goldberg, usually quick to clap back, leaned back in her chair. Social media, EXPLODES. Clips of the confrontation spread like wildfire. Karoline Leavitt just schooled The View live. Finally, someone called out their hypocrisy to their faces. This is what standing up for faith looks like. Within an hour, "Stand with Karoline" and "Respect the Pope" were trending. The fallout. A BC issued a statement of regret over the earlier segment. Behar doubled down the next day, only fueling the fire. Karoline, meanwhile, appeared on multiple national platforms, sharing her message of respect, reverence, and unity. This isn't about religion. It's about dignity. We've lost the ability to mourn with reverence, and when public platforms turn grief into giggles, someone has to say, enough. The lesson: never mock what others hold sacred. In a culture obsessed with comedy, sarcasm, and viral zingers, we forget the power of reverence. Karoline reminded a nation that there are still lines you don't cross, especially when someone has passed. You don't have to share someone's beliefs to respect their humanity. And if we can't honor the dead, we're failing the living. Final thought: Karoline's confrontation wasn't just about a moment on TV. It was about drawing a moral line and doing it with courage, clarity, and class. Because sometimes, standing up in the face of laughter is what brings the room to silence and the truth to light. Karoline Leavitt didn't walk into The View to make headlines. She walked in to stand up for something that mattered, even when it was unpopular, even when she knew the crowd might turn on her. In today's culture, it's easy to mock. It's easy to chase applause with cheap shot. But it's harder to choose respect, especially when no one else is. "We don't have to agree with someone's faith to honor their humanity," Karoline said. "And if we lose that, we lose something much bigger than politics. We lose our soul." So here's the lesson. Have the courage to call for compassion in a world obsessed with conflict. Speak truth even when it shakes the room. Because real leadership isn't about getting the last word, it's about saying the right one.